Everyone has a story. Stories have power. They help us understand. JESSOP'S Journal is a collection of powerful, positive, and inspirational stories. It's time for JESSOP'S Journal.
Hi, I'm Doug Jessop. Welcome to JESSOP'S Journal. In this episode, we visit with some powerful, positive, and inspirational folks, including a musician that has the #1 R&B album on iTunes, Jay Warren. And yeah, he's going to perform for us.
I wasn't there for you.
You may know a twin. You may even know a triplet.
I'm a triplet that has triplets and then had quadruplets.
Kayla Glines. While we're on the subject of kids, you're going to want to check out a very special adoption story with an incredible, incredible twist.
$30,000 to $60,000 for an adoption.
But first, Jay Warren. Jay, it's time to sign into JESSOP'S Journal.
All right, awesome.
So how in the world did you get into the music business?
Yeah, so I mean, I've been singing since I was tiny. My whole family was kind of involved in the arts, and so yeah, I've just been singing since I was really little and grew up doing school choirs, church choirs, and played a little trombone in middle school. And yeah, so I've been singing since my mom tells a story of me at like 18 months trying to sing along with Whitney Houston's I Will Always Love You. So I guess, yeah, since I could talk, I've been singing.
So you said your family is in the, kind of entertainment music. Give me some examples.
Yeah, absolutely. So going back, my grandfather, so my mom's dad, was an actor. He was born in Trinidad and went to the Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts in London. He got the Trinidad and Tobago Lifetime Achievement Award. And his largest U.S. role would have been in Live and Let Die.
That little James Bond movie?
Little James Bond movie, yeah.
So your grandfather gets all these awards and everything. He's in this James Bond movie of all things. We got to look at the credits. What was his name?
Horace James, my grandfather, yeah.
Horace James.
Yeah,
okay,
Horace
we'll
James.
have to check that out.
Yeah.
And so anybody else in your family?
Yeah, absolutely. So my mom, his daughter, was a dancer. So she was born in Trinidad, grew up in London, came to the States, went to high school at Performing Arts High School in New York. She went to high school with Ving Rhames, who, people know.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, small guy named Ving Rhames.
What kind of music was around your house when you were growing up?
Oh, man. So growing up, it was a lot of calypso, reggae, dancehall, soca. I didn't know many American artists until middle school, both my parents coming from the Caribbean. The only 3 American artists that I knew were Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, and we had a Kenny G CD. So
wow. Okay. Yeah. So okay. Wow. So you say your dad is from the Caribbean as well.
Yeah, he's from Jamaica.
So tell me about him.
Yeah, my dad is from Jamaica, born and raised there. Came to the States. Career-wise, he was a United States Marine and retired an officer. In his 20s, he was a DJ, so he was in music as well.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well,
Yeah.
thank you, Dad, for your service. I sure appreciate that. Semper Fi. So what's that mean? That if I'm getting this right, then you are a first-generation American.
Yeah. First one born in the States from my family. I have a younger sister. But yeah, for my family, first one born here.
So is music your full-time gig right now?
It is, yeah. Music is my 9 to 5, if you will. And yeah, it's been that way since summer of 2017.
Do you remember the first song that you wrote?
I do, yes. It was a song called Lately, and I wrote it about the girl I was dating in high school. For basically like a week, I just camped out inside of my house, taught myself to play the piano, taught myself chords, and then wrote this song. And I was like, all right, well, put it out on YouTube, and it was... My wife and I look back on it and just kind of laugh at little me with a tiny neck and Lately. It's the first song I ever wrote.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, should I put you on the spot and make you sing a little bit of it?
Oh, of course. Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Why not? Yeah,
What the heck,
absolutely. Yeah. I remember Well, I can't say I'm Mr. Right, but from what I see, I'm worth the fight. Where everything that love should be, me and you, we're a thing. And I've been thinking lately that I could be more than anyone knows. I love your style, and maybe I could be what you wanted the most. Maybe I'm going crazy, but baby girl, I'm locked into your soul. Oh, oh, I'm locked into your soul.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so what'd the girl think of that song? I'm thinking, geez, come on.
Yeah, she thought it was great. She thought it was great. It was such a good experience to like sit down, write a song, and have it be received well by just, my friends and family and stuff like that. And I think it was empowering.
So what is the J. Warren brand?
Oh, that's a good question. The J. Warren brand it's about connection. It is using music as a tool to connect with other people across, different geographies or different socioeconomic situations, races, genres, religions, kind of any intersectionality that you can think of. Essentially, my brand tries to use music to connect people. And if I'm doing that, then I'm doing my job right.
Talking about connections, how did you meet your wife?
Yeah, we met in a very romantic parking lot.
Oh, wow, okay, there you go.
Very romantic parking lot is where my wife and I met. Our houses shared a parking lot in college, and so moving in one semester in the fall, me and my friends were outside, and she drove up in a white Jetta. And in high school, my friends and I had this joke that cute girls drove Jettas. So we were all just kind of waiting to see, hey, who's going to get out of this car? And it was Annie. And yeah, the rest is history.
Have you written a song for the gal that's now your wife?
Yes, yeah. I wrote a song for her when we were getting engaged, and I proposed with that. Since then, she gets on me about, I need more songs about me. So I have some homework to do, and writing a few more about her. But
there's one thing that when I was doing some research on you, I'm going, oh, this is so cool. Okay, just so you know, guys, this guy right here got the number one R&B album on iTunes, and you even beat Alicia Keys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was that album called? Or is it called?
That album's called Give Love, and it came out in late September of 2020. It was a large project that I've been working on for a while, and I think one of the silver linings to COVID was that it allowed me to spend a lot more time just on the album, as opposed to doing all of the shows and all sorts of other things that I would typically be doing. But yeah, it was a goal of mine and my team's to go number one with this album, and fortunately through some great planning and goal setting, yeah, we hit that mark.
Well, virtual fist bump.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
You're not getting out of here without singing some of that. So,
yeah,
so
absolutely.
Folks, here's J. Warren with Dangerous Thing.
It's a dangerous thing to be loved by someone so divine. Throw me a line, for I get used to all these kisses. It's a dangerous thing. It's a dangerous thing to be loved by someone so divine. Throw me a line, for I get used to all these kisses. It's a dangerous thing. Yeah, it's a dangerous thing to be loved by you. Thank you.
Awesome. Very cool.
Thank you.
J. Warren, how do you want to leave your mark?
Ooh, that's so good. I don't necessarily know how I'm going to leave my mark. I would love it for it obviously to be through music and for people to see kind of how I live my life and what I do, and hopefully that communicates a message to them. But I know the mark that I am trying to leave is that you can create an enjoyable, successful, and happy life through setting goals and making plans to achieve them. I think too often people want to be happy and they want to be successful, or whatever it is that they want out of life. But a lot of times we miss the fact that we have to make plans in order to get there. And so I think the mark that I'd like to leave is that if you set a goal and make plans to achieve that goal, you can get there.
Well, I'm pretty sure that you're going to be achieving a whole bunch of goals in the future.
Thank you, I hope so.
So just make sure, I get tickets, to the Grammys when
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely,
just saying, okay.
absolutely. Yeah, of course.
One of my favorite inspirational quotes is from Audrey Hepburn. She said, "To plant a garden is to believe in tomorrow." Everyone has a story, and sometimes those stories are told through music. It's time for Jessop's Jukebox with Jay Warren. Sometimes you want to get close, but unfortunately, sometimes the other person, they want to get closer.
How could I expect you to wait for me like lovers do when I wasn't there for you? And why did I expect the truth? I never gave that to you, no. You needed more than me. I couldn't be the one you loved. I couldn't feel, but I could touch. You needed more, I needed you close. You needed me closer, but I couldn't hold. Yeah, you needed me close. All that I put you through. Sorry for all I do. You needed me close. Oh, you needed me closer. I could give you all I am. You'd still need a better man. I hope that you'll understand. And I would offer all I have to be there to hold your hand. But you needed more than me. I couldn't be the one you loved. I couldn't feel, but I could touch. You needed more, I needed you close. You needed me closer, but I couldn't hold ya. You needed me close. All that I put you through. I'm sorry for all I do. You needed me close. Oh, you needed me closer. You needed me you needed me close. Oh, you needed me closer. You
Yeah, I'm known as the TV hat guy. I do get asked a lot, how many hats do I have? Well, enough to do Doug's Hat of the Week. This hat is called the Gray Ghost. Imagine you're a triplet that has triplets. And then your next pregnancy, you have quads. Oh, mamma mia! It's time to sign into Jessop's Journal. With me today, Kayla Glines. Okay, so you've got a shirt on that says good vibes. What in the world does good vibes mean to you?
It is my motto for life. When you got as many kids as I've got, you got to have something good going.
That's true, okay? And so we're going to chat with that a little bit. But first, I'm going to tell the story, okay, this is a weird one, of how in the world we met, okay? You are a phlebotomist.
Yes, I am.
So for people that don't know what in the world that is, explain.
I draw blood all day.
You're
I'm a vampire. I stab people. I mean, that's what I do.
So yes, you stabbed me. It's our, we were just chatting, and let's get real. We're both kind of chatty people. Okay?
Yes.
And I come to find out that you were a triplet.
Yes, I am.
But there's something a little different about this triplet.
I'm a triplet that has triplets and then had quadruplets.
Oh my, that's a lot of kids. Okay, I gotta ask, how many kids did you have in diapers at the same time?
I have 5 right now.
All in diapers?
5 are in diapers right now.
Oh my gosh. Do you worry about, having, what's the next after what, number 5?
Quintuplets.
Quintuplets, okay. Yeah, you're going for 5?
No. We're done.
We're done, yeah, we're done. Okay, I had to ask, okay. What are the names of your triplets?
Allie, Grayson, and Parker. Grayson and Parker are my surviving triplets. Then we move on to our quads. Reese, a boy. Lincoln, a girl. Oakley, a girl. And then you got the end of ends, Jameson.
Describe what your thoughts were when you found out that you were going to have triplets.
I was actually really excited.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm a triplet.
Yeah.
I got the concept. I mean, if I grew in my mom's belly, there was 3 of us, I could totally do it. Not a big deal.
So is there fertility drugs? I mean, what kind of medical magic? Was there anything that helped there or not?
So we had actually been trying for 10 years to get pregnant. And in that 10 years, we adopted our daughters, our oldest. And then we decided, hey, it's time for us to have our own kids. And so we went and did fertility. They told us a 1% chance. That's not a lot at all. And so we did it. And we were just very lucky, and we got all 3 of them.
Wow.
And it's great. Like, we get 2 of them that we get to hold all the time now, and they're good kids.
It sounds like your first one passed then.
Yes.
Okay, was that at birth or?
That was at birth.
Okay. Were there any medical issues that you had to deal with the kids, with your triplets?
So with them being born at 27 weeks,
oh dear.
Gestation, there comes a lot of problems. Parker, our baby C out of that bunch, seemed to excel and do the things that he was supposed to do in a NICU. He was in there for about 94 days. We just did the normal things, came home on oxygen, stayed on that for a while. He's just a normal 3-year-old now. Grayson, on the other hand, he was our child that had problems from the beginning. We couldn't ever extubate him, which is remove the tube out of his throat, and he ended up going up to primary children's to be evaluated. On being evaluated, we found that his whole entire airway was full of scar tissue, and we tried multiple things to get him extubated, and it just didn't work. And so on October 21st, 2017, we trached him. We put a trach in his throat, and we started the process of trying to get him to breathe out of that trach be stable enough to be able to come home. He ended up coming home on Black Friday, 2017. Best day of our lives, but the scariest of our lives.
Oh, I bet. I understand that Parker has, done something very, very special for mom and dad just recently.
Oh, he's potty trained. He's potty trained. Totally potty trained.
Hallelujah. So you had 6 kids in diapers, so now you've got 5, okay? When everybody was doing the things, have you ever taken the time to count how many diapers that you go through in a typical day?
Well, if you really think about it, if I go to Costco once a week and buy 2 boxes, very large boxes, they have 150 diapers in them, and I'm done with diapers and have to go back to Costco on Sunday, every Sunday, that should tell you how many diapers I go through, with 5 in there.
I'm not a math major, but that sounds like a lot.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
So does Huggies sponsor you guys?
No.
Huggies, come on, made in Utah. Kayla could really help you out.
I would love it.
Yeah, well. So you did have the fertility treatment on the triplets.
Yes.
So did you have fertility treatment on the quads?
No.
Whoa, serious?
That's our first night away after raising 2 complicated little boys and 2 older children. So
Kayla, you're the mom of triplets. You just find out that you're pregnant, and you're thinking, okay, 1 kid at a time this time. Did it work out that way? Not so much. Do tell.
So I went in for a scan, thought it may have been a tubal. Wasn't a tubal. We were 5 weeks, 3 days, and I wasn't paying attention to the screen at all. Maybe a glance here or there. But I mean, if you're just glancing at it, you're just gonna see 1 baby at a time, right? Then our doctor looks up and he says, I think I see 4.
Your reaction?
It was very not appropriate.
Gotcha. Okay. So you're bleeping over here going, oh my goodness sakes alive, I've got not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4. So your husband, what was his reaction?
He just said, honey, watch your mouth.
You had a kid in the room?
Parker's here.
Gotcha. Okay.
So the first family pictures weren't too bad. No, they were babies still. It was just cold. This year, they're all walking. They're all crawling. We did it in a studio. I wouldn't recommend that. To get everyone to look at a camera, it takes about 4 people jumping up and down like crazy people. We were just trying to get them to look at the camera.
So you've had the triplets and you had the quads, but you also adopted, was it 2 kids?
2.
Okay, how old are they?
Our oldest, Addison, will be 10 on April 25th. And then you have Amelia. They're actually biological siblings. They are family related. They're absolutely amazing kids.
So what was their reaction when they found out that triplets were going to join the family?
Well, they didn't think it was fair, actually.
Oh, really?
I mean, there's a 6-year age gap almost on the triplets and them. And so they're like, were we not good enough?
And then what did they think with the quads?
Oh, they thought that was amazing. They're like, well, we did it before. Let's do it again.
There you go. And I'm guessing that they're fantastic helpers.
They are. They help as much as they possibly can. It's usually, like I said, one gets picked to always help with bedtime, always help with putting in high chairs for dinner, lunch, breakfast, and they always play with them. They're absolutely amazing.
And the most important question, who gets stuck with diaper duty?
Not me.
Life is never boring. Sometimes you have something I like to call the wonderful world of regret. If you've ever had a tattoo or permanent makeup that you've fallen out of love with, the folks at Tattoo Away have come up with a pretty cool system that literally removes the ink out of the skin. I've been a broadcaster for a long time. This next story warms my heart because of what happened after it aired.
I've been married 11 years.
Infertility has a cost, both emotionally and financially, for couples like Shawnee and Jordan Griffith.
I don't think a lot of people understand.
They give you ranges, but usually $30,000 to $60,000 for an adoption.
After having what they called their miracle baby, Carter, they chose to adopt. So what kind of things did you do to help this birth mother choose you?
Jackson's birth mom, when she was choosing a family, she had actually already chosen one before us. And she had the feeling to go back and look through the books and look and see if there's any other families that maybe she didn't really pay attention to. And she came upon us again and thought, boy, that actually is the family that Jackson needs to go to.
What was it like to meet your new son for the first time?
The minute that nurse put him in my arms, I knew without a doubt that he was always meant to be my little boy.
What would you say to a birth mother that is thinking of placing a child?
I can only think of how courageous that could be. To give that child to a family that can't have children and to give them a gift like that is one of the greatest things that you could ever give somebody.
What would you say to someone that is thinking of adopting?
It takes a lot of patience and faith and hope.
What gives you hope?
How do you not have hope when we wake up and see both our boys, who are both miracles, and see their faces and get to be their mom and dad every day? How do you not continue to have hope when we weren't sure if we'd ever have any kids and we have those two amazing boys? That gives me all the hope in the world right there.
Absolutely.
So here's the part of the story that you don't know. The family had lost contact with the birth mother. Well, the story then airs. And about a month later, I get a voicemail from a lady from the East Coast saying, hey, I saw your story. I've lost contact. I'm the birth mother. Can you give them my new contact information? Wow. Stories really do have power. You wash your hands, and hopefully by now you've taken my advice and started washing your nose. Clear nasal spray washes away the bacteria and helps you breathe better. So come on, join with me. You know you want to. Take a deep breath and relax. Thanks for watching this episode of JESSOP'S Journal. It's my honor to share with you powerful, positive, and inspirational stories every week on TV, as well as online at jessopsjournal.com. Everyone has a story. Stories have power. They help us understand each other. With another entry into JESSOP'S Journal, I'm Doug Jessop.